Welcome again to Reflections on the Community and Its Cultures. This time around, a look at a Hall of Fame and at a Hall of Science and Technology. Later on, ICC Athletic Director Tammy Eldenace will tell us about the school's Hall of Fame. First up, Amy Finney. I'm going to mess up everything, aren't I? Manager of the Independent Science and Technology Center will talk to us about some of the programs and exhibits that are going on there. All that's coming up on Reflections. On this segment of Reflections, we welcome Amy Finney, who is manager of the Independent Science and Technology Center. And I don't think we've ever talked about the Independent Science and Technology Center before. And you mentioned that it's one of the best kept secrets in town. And I think we've helped you keep that secret. Let's blow that up, okay?
Well, this is my job to change that.
There you go. How long have you been associated with the Science and Technology?
Just this year. I just started in February.
Very good. You are a manager there. So tell us, just thumbnail sketch first, and then we'll go back and we'll file down the thumbnail. What is the Independent Science and Technology Center?
Well, this was an idea that was conceived by Ned Stickman, and he owns it. As you know, he's so interested in the town and everything. And when he was helping to research the $900,000 grant by Mr. Ash, what they were going to do with that, which ended up being the Ash Center, during his research, he visited some science centers, particularly one in Oklahoma City and one in Ohio. And he was real taken with it, and he felt like this was something that our community needed. There was talk about math and science were kind of weak subjects, and so this is kind of a dream of his to tweak their little mind. Kids, it's a hands-on place for kids to learn about. Our exhibits are all just things that come out of the house or everyday life. You can experiment with gravity, static electricity, just different things like that. And that's what it's all about.
Nothing hazardous, though.
No,
we have some thought to that one.
Well, we have a couple of things. One is a Jacob's ladder that has, I believe it's like 1,200 volts electricity, but
that's
it's all
encased. That's one of those things that was in the Frankenstein laboratory, and it goes up like
exactly.
that. Okay.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and it's all encased, so, and we keep it unplugged.
Should hope.
And then we have our AGS, which is an anti-gravity machine, and that's what the astronauts trained in early on. It's got the big rings on it.
Oh, is it going all different directions?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what that's called, but I've seen those. I've never seen one in person, but I've seen stuff about that.
Well, we have one.
Okay.
And of course, everybody, well, that can, likes to ride on it. But that's one of our big fun things. When you come in the door, we have mannequin Albert Einstein that welcomes you. And he's kind of scary to the kids because he just looks so real. And he really wasn't. He was kind of scary looking.
Yeah. I was watching a TV show just today about Albert Einstein. And he's strange little dude.
Yes.
But but it just one of the incredible minds of science and a fascinating chap. How long has the Science and Technology Center been in existence?
They opened October of '92.
Wow. So that is a while.
So it's incredible that it's been there that long and still such a secret.
It is at 125 South Penn, and I was going to try to talk about what that used to be, but that goes way back into the Wayback Machine.
To a restaurant.
Yeah, it goes way back there. People only as old as me remember that. And again, the guy who originated this thing has done so much originating in Independence. He's just one of the treasures. And Ed Stickman, of course, is the superintendent out at the park and has devoted a significant part of his life and time and energy. And God, does he have energy.
I asked him just the other day, I said, because he was telling me something that was going on, and I said, I know you are, but are you officially considered the town saver? And he said, well, I guess so.
He's done some saving again.
And we were talking about old buildings.
Right. You know, he's done two major downtown projects. One is, you know, messing up downtown right now because they're getting ready to open the thing as a housing thing.
Right.
And he, you know, saved another big building downtown, which is now occupied and generating good stuff for the community. And then the Science and Technology Center. I occasionally think of Ned Sickman, and I think, how's he do that?
Well,
he works like full time and a half at the park, and then he works, you know.
He lives at the park. He drops into the Science Center once in a while, but yeah, he's just an incredible little guy.
Yeah.
And he believes in this so strongly. He owns it. There's a board. He said he and Lloyd Harding, they were the ones that conceived the idea, put it together, and they got a board together, and that's when it opened. But he just firmly believes in kids and in trying to get them their little minds opened up to learning, and it's got this formal name, Independence Science and Technology Center. To me, it's a discovery center.
During what times of the day is discovery possible there? In other words, what are the hours?
Officially, we're open 1 to 5.
Okay.
Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
We have birthday parties. We have not only the science part, that's on one side of the building. It's a huge place. It's got so many rooms in there. My fear when I first went was getting lost in there. But we have meeting rooms. Some organizations have met there through the years.
Yeah, I've attended some sessions there. You know, I will confess that I've not really taken much advantage of the center itself, but I have used it as a facility. Yeah.
And we're trying to get a big program for like birthday parties. Isn't it just a really nice thing to let somebody else worry about entertaining all these kids? You just feed them cake and ice cream and then turn them over to someone else you take the crumbs and the mess somewhere else, and then you turn the kids over to someone else to entertain them. And the kids everything in there is just really simple, and you can take a Boy Scouts manual of little projects, and that's kind of the line that they go by. And we help different groups, Scouts, 4-H, and then there's the school field trips.
It costs you what, $20, $30 to get in, or something like that?
We like to say it's a recommended donation of $3 per person.
Okay.
But there's probably several free tours too.
Yeah, good stuff. Talk about some of the other things that we run into there at the Science and Technology Center. You mentioned there are lots of sort of hands-on type things. What else can we get our hands on?
One of the favorite things of kids is we've got this expanding ball that it got a lot of just little plastic pieces that are, how do I want to describe it? Anyway, it expands.
Yeah, you can get it down to a thing this big, and then you can blow it up to where you could.
Well, it doesn't
not
blow
it, but I mean, it just pop open. Yeah, I've seen those.
That is one of the AGS machine and that ball. And then we have some little things that have, I am not a scientist. I told Ned with the death of Jim Catlett, he didn't have a director. And I said, I can help you market this place. But I'm really weak on the science part. So we kind of work at that one. But so when it comes to all the terms and everything. But anyway, little things with the little strobes with the little electric fingers coming out and feeling of it. And we have an area that we have a lot of dominoes and this big, it's a construction zone. You can designed the dominoes so they can fall. And
Have you ever set up really big domino displays?
I haven't, but we've had kids do that.
Those are cool.
Yes.
Those are cool. I assume that's kind of the reaction you're looking for.
Uh-huh.
That's cool. You know, I want to go in there and learn stuff. No, I don't want to go in there and learn
Oh no, they
stuff.
come in there to play.
Of course.
It's a good place for the kids to go. It's safe, and we're a technology center, but we don't have the high tech with all the little gadgets that kids are used to. You just go in there and you learn about the basics, and they just have a good time. And we have a train. Now I forgot the name. Dale.
That's all right.
Anyway,
tell us about the train.
It's a huge setup. It was acquired and set up, and he was going to set it up and run it, and then he died. So now we've been trying to find a volunteer, and this is something we really, really need, is volunteers to help us, like get the train display set up.
In most communities, there are some folks who have been doing trains forever. So if you're doing trains, contact the Science and Technology Center. How do we do that? How do we contact you?
331-1999.
All right, 1999.
And we've just got a Facebook set up. So
all right, so we can
find information there
check
too.
things out. Very briefly, how did Amy Finney get involved in that? You mentioned that you just sort of almost kind of fell into it.
Yes. Well, I had been in the area all my life, but I moved to town in 1999, I believe. And I don't know how this started, but anyway, I was working out at the park for Ned. I did the merry-go-round, the train, pretty much all of it. So I knew Ned. And then I was the manager out at the Little House on the Prairie for 8 years, and that ended last year. And I knew Ned needed someone. Yeah. So I called him.
He's a semi-dangerous guy. I mean, he is so enthusiastic about so many things that he can infect you, can't he?
Yes, yes.
And again, he's just one of the great trainers.
And he tries to do so much that you just have to help him.
Indeed, indeed. The Science and Technology Center, again, at 125 South Penn, normal hours 1 to 5, Monday through Saturday. Special occasion hours available. 331-1999 is a way to get hold of this lady, who's Amy Finney, who's the manager of the place. Thanks for the information.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thanks for having me here.
You bet.
Like I said, we want to get the word out there.
Absolutely. We'll do our best. Thank you. We'll have more coming up on Reflections.